The royal rumbler Meghan sometimes misses the Markle when it comes to her outfits. So today I decided to have a closer look at 3 of her biggest flops and try to understand exactly what she was thinking. Hello Crown Crunchers, this video is dedicated to all of the sad designers who most likely passed out in horror when they saw their outfits worn like this. In my opinion, these mishaps are due to a lack of tailoring with some ultimately misguided selections on Meghan's behalf. It is by no means meant to target Meghan's shape or frame. The zebra gown. This gown is tight in all the wrong places. Why is the collar the only area that is fitted? Maybe it's a throwback to the priests in the Catholic school she went to. The arms are baggy and the stripes change directions in very awkward areas, such as at the top of her arm, giving the impression of a rounded shoulder. She actually has a lovely shoulder frame. We know she loves a yoga class, but this dress camouflages it, making her posture look terrible. The mini horizontal stripes down the center give that "we ran out of fabric whilst making this gown" look, and then the splatter of buttons on top of them, not hidden nor prominently featured, look unintentionally placed. It is what you expect of a very cheap dress, but a Duchess's frock? No way. And the midsection tie. Meghan loves a midsection tie, but they don't love her. It is something she should seriously consider giving up. It draws so much attention to the waist, where she would possibly benefit from focusing anywhere else. The superhero dress. Taking a look at this red rooster of a gown, the first thing that slaps you in the face like a cold fish is the chest area. It seems as though her breasts have taken a small trip to visit the armpits. Why would any designer want to create that chameleon eye-like spread of the nipples? Not only is it frightening to look at, but it looks uncomfortable. The only reason I can think of that would explain her separated set would be that she has her notorious microphones hidden in there, and the distance allows her to collect multiple audio sources at the same time. She could easily be recording her own conversation and an unexpected couple who are having a quiet chat to her right. The other absurd option is that she wants us to see her as a superhero, and this cape skirt with boob eyes gives our subconscious minds the subtle hint we needed, reminding us that Meghan and Harry are planning to save the world. The Lion King dress. Meghan wore this dress to Lion King premiere, and the first thing I see is those poor little squashed breasts. Why does she insist on making them look so neglected? This time, at least the boob is facing the preferred direction, but it is as if they are trying to escape from the top of the bodice. This dress cost almost $5,000, can you believe? I'm honestly beginning to think that maybe she mistreated her seamstress, as we keep seeing the same disastrous cuts. This dress has the potential to look fabulous. The fabric, the colors, the length are gorgeous, but once again it misses the Markle. The horizontal emphasis on the waistline is once again unflattering for her figure. The slightly too tight and low-cut top section looks disproportionate. And then the elegant sheer mesh, which I normally love. The seams of the shoulder and the neckline are off. She has the theme of choosing the wrong cut for her shoulders. The seams hit her shoulder at the entirely wrong point, making the upper body look much larger than it is. We can see it here very clearly on this shoulder-stretching dress. It would appear that the upper back of the dress is missing. The big problem is it creates the illusion of a very broad back, much broader than her back actually is. It's as if the shoulders are being pulled apart by 2 invisible arms, thus creating the image of a dress that is too small for her. She has once again solved the mystery of how to make fashion look uncomfortable. Could the problem be due to the fact that she is difficult to work with and cannot get someone to do her fitting at the last minute? Let's get to the comments. Sam says, the second Catherine wears something, as long as it's affordable for the rest of women, it flies off the rails. She makes everything look amazing, including when she wore fatigues recently when visiting the Irish Guards. Designers must be ecstatic when she chooses one of their outfits. That has been the case now for at least 10 years, I think even before the wedding. And Catherine, bearing in mind, was not always loved by the media. We, not me, but the media used to call her back in the day when she was waiting to marry Prince William, when they They hadn't got married yet. They used to call her Waity Katie. There were scandalous articles about them. Of course, she was in university. She had not quite developed her style yet. She hadn't yet grown into the woman she is today, but she never complained about her media coverage back then when it was negative. She continued with grace and decorum and never complained, and she has blossomed into this absolutely incredible fashion icon who rarely, if ever, misses the target. Jacqueline says she thinks she knows better than the designers, and of course I think she actually thinks she knows better than everyone. She thinks she knows better than the king, the late queen. Of course she knows better than William and Catherine. I think probably the only person who could have had one over on her would have been Princess Diana if she was still with us today. Seems like she kind of idolizes Diana, but it does seem like her opinion is the most important opinion to her. Even one time there's a clip of her mother trying to get in on a conversation and kind of cuts Meghan off, and the look Meghan gives her own mother is fiery. Kate says not only has she had the power to be remembered as the woman who turned a prince to a frog, but she has the talent of wearing the flashiest, most expensive couture to looking like she got her clothing from a bargain bin for Playboy. Those are the only skills she has proven to actually have thus far. I mean, she was okay as an actress. I didn't rate her that much, to be honest. I did not watch Suits. I did see her in an episode of Criminal Minds, and she was awful. Awful. So I don't know if she improved after. I think I have heard that she was an okay actress in Suits. Serial complainer, I would add that to her list of skills that she's got there. And manipulatrice, maybe. My all-time fave comment that we have had thus far is Jesus, who says, part woman, part flamingo, all horror show. I absolutely love it. Enough said that. Don't even need to comment on that one. I think you have perfectly outlined what we're all thinking. Hit the like button if you think Meghan Markle needs a new stylist. That's all for this week. Thanks for listening. See you in the comments.